Hello everyone. So today we're gonna explain to you about our presentation, which is about the library management system with book search based on sorting and searching. And we want to tell you about our teammates, which consists of,
My name is Eduardo Jonathan Emmanuel.
My name is Nashwati Alva.
and my name is Johannes Stephen.
The rapid development of information and communication technology has brought significant changes in many aspects of life. One of the most affected areas is information services through libraries. Traditionally, libraries have been managed manually. While the system was relevant in the past, it often caused problems such as difficulties in searching data, controlling book stock, and managing borrowing and returning records. For instance, at SMPN 5 Bandar Lampung, searching for data required opening report books page by page. Similarly, at SMK Fatahillah Cilengsi and SDN 1 Tanjung Senang, libraries face challenges in monitoring book stock, loan records, return list, and report generation. The solution is digitalization of library management, which allows faster search, easier tracking, and more accurate reporting. A hybrid library combines conventional systems with digital management that can provide better services, improve efficiency, and ensure easier access to information for everyone.
Okay, so we move to the source code. First, the program loads several includes here, and then here we define arrays or the maximum numbers of characters allowed in string, and then we declare struct buku and struct buku p. Buku is for just book, and buku p is for borrowed book. And then here we declare function prototypes, so it can be called anywhere above their actual implementation. And here we made trim new line function to remove the null line character from input. We put it here so we can casually call it anywhere needed. So we can run it now. So as you can see, we use for loop and sleep to create this animation, as you can see. And then after that, the program enters a do while loop to ensure that the login process repeats until the correct username and password are entered. As long as the result is not 0, the user must try again. So we can try here. As you can see, this fail and we should try again until the username and password match. Try again. So it's finally login. We are using fguess to ask the user for the username and password, and we also use trim new line function to remove a new line character. As long as you can see access accepted, we can enter the menu. And on the menu function, we use escape code so the menu appears clean and fresh, and this is the header. These are our available features. So the program asking user to input a choice. Then the program reads the user choice using scanf. If the input isn't a number, the program clears the invalid input from the buffer and sets the choice to a -1, which marks it at is invalid. If the input is valid, the program still clears the new line from the buffer to avoid input issues in the next loop. And in this function, we use the switch case. We're using do while loop for this function, so this will continue running as long as the selected option is not 9.
So for add book, this program allows the user to add a new book to the system. The program uses a file pointer to open the book data file in append mode, which enables the new book records to be stored without overwriting the existing data. And all book details are entered by the user by writing into the file for permanent storage. And as we can see here, the book is successfully added to the database, and we can continue to the main screen by clicking enter. And now we can continue to view books. So in view books, the program displays all the books that are currently stored in the database. And the program uses a file pointer to read all the book records from the file and store them into an array. And after the data, and the program applies the bubble sort algorithm, which arranges the books in alphabetical by title. And the bubble sort works by repeatedly comparing adjacent titles and swapping them if they are in the wrong order, resulting in a neatly organized book list. So, and as we can see, we can view the book by adjacent title. It's starting from the A and continues to the R and continues to the T. So it goes adjacently from A to Z. So in search book, the program is used to search a specific book by its title. And the program uses a file pointer, which is file pointer to open buku.bin in read mode. And using the file pointer, the program performs a linear search by reading each book record sequentially and comparing the stored title with the input title. If a match is found, the book's details are displayed, and otherwise, the program informs the user that the book is not available. And we can search the book. Oh no, we can try the program if it works or not by searching one of the names of the book. We can search the name, which is the picture of Dorian Gray. Yeah, so the program works. We can see the book has been found. We can see the exhibits of the book by the code of the book, the type of the book, the writer, the page, and the price of the book. So for delete book, the program removes a book from the database by the book code. The program uses a file pointer to read the original book file and write valid records into a temporary file, excluding the book to be deleted. And after the process is complete, the original file is replaced with the updated file. So we can try to delete the book by entering the code is 126. Yeah. So the book has been successfully deleted. And now we can view the books again after deletion. Yeah, so this is the updated list of the books after deletion has been performed. And the program again uses a file pointer to read the book file, ensuring that the deleted book is no longer appears in the displayed list.
Okay, the next function is borrow book. This feature is used to record when a user borrows a book from the library. The program asks for the borrower's detail, the book information, and the due date, then saves all of this data into the borrowing file for future tracking. A file pointer opens the borrowing file in a find mode, allowing the program to save new borrowing data without affecting existing records. So here, the example, we're gonna fill for the name of the borrower is Johan. And then we input the name. And then the book code is 877263. 663. And then the book title is Atomic Habit. And then for the due date, for example, is 31 December 2025. Okay, now the detail of the borrowing book has been added to the database. And then we can click the enter to go back to the main menu. Next, view borrowed books. This feature displays a list of all books that are currently being borrowed. The program reads the borrowing data from the file and shows important information, such as the book title, book code, and due date. The file pointer opens the borrowing file in read mode, so the program can retrieve and show its borrowing record. So as you can see here, it shows the book code, the book title, and the due date. Okay, next, return book. This feature handles the process of returning a book. The user enters the book code, and the program updates the borrowing records by removing the return book from the list. The program uses the file pointers to read the original borrowing file and write updated data into a temporary file, removing the return book from the records. Uh, now we are going to input the code book, which is 877263. As you can see, the book has already been returned. And then the last one is calculate fines. This feature calculates the fine for late books returns. The user inputs the number of overdue days, and the program calculates the total fine based on a fixed daily rate, then displays the result. So here for the example, we're going to input the overdue day for 5 days. And the fine that has to pay from the user is 5,000 rupiah. Now the last one, if we enter the number 9, we are gonna exit from this program.
So in conclusion for our library program, the program offers us a simple and functional system for book lending and management by the use of structs and binary files. It allows us to get persistent and structured storage display, retrieval, addition, and deletion of data. Features such as borrowing, returning, and fine calculation further support the library's operations. And in conclusion, this program effectively simulates the console-based library application and serves a solid foundation for future development in library management to meet more complex needs. And I think that's all from us. Thank you.